hold of the bark and just stand there for a while. I would pull out my sketchbook and doodle my way into the margins. I would sit at the kitchen table and scribble out poetry. I would sing. I would practice peace. When the specialist officially gave me my diagnosis, which was rather long and was certainly a lot to take in, the last thing she said was, "And it's not your fault." Before she came into the room, I had been gripping the pillow on the couch the entire time. As she said those words, I loosened my grip, and with this loosened grip came at least a decade's worth of tears. For so long, I had struggled with everyday tasks that I felt I should be able to do. I had told myself it was all on me to manage the daily stresses and anxieties I faced. Somewhere along the way, I had decided to carry the weight of everything I struggled with on my shoulders. Every friendship I had struggled to maintain, every job I struggled to keep, every social situation where I had to plan out topics in advance only to walk away feeling like I didn't say what I meant to. Every time I struggled to be present in a group of people, but now I was seeing my struggles differently. Yes, I struggled, and it was okay. I didn't have to carry it all. I didn't have to hold it all in. I also discovered as I looked back over my life, even though it was hard to see it at the time, I breathed through all those difficult moments, one inhale, one exhale at a time. Over and over, through the mountains and valleys of my life, I made my way through breath cycles, too many to count. The challenges I faced made it difficult to be in the moment, and at the same time, I learned that just being able to breathe was a way into peace, and this was a miraculous thing. From the hopeful blueness of the sky to the strength of the pine tree's bark, to the blank pages that invited me to fill them after a long day, these were ways that, while I struggled, I also learned to breathe. While I was trying to pace myself through the unknown, I was also practicing peace. Chapter 1: Peace is a Practice. The word peace first caught my attention as a child when I heard the song, "It Is Well With My Soul." When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, thou hast taught me to say, it is well with my soul. From that moment forward, I associated the word peace with a river, a beautiful yet powerful watercourse I had never seen with my own eyes, but it was a place I longed for. Because I struggled to fit in and feel at home in the world around me, the idea of peace drew me in. I was hungry for the green leaves that sheltered the river and thirsty for the water that flowed throughout. When I learned the story behind the song, my association deepened even more. Horatio Spafford's 4 daughters died in a shipwreck while crossing the Atlantic. When he crossed the same ocean to join his grieving wife, who had survived the wreck, he penned the words to this song. He had known peace to be like a river in his life, and sorrows to be like the sea. He had known more than one body of water, and for him they meant different things. As a young girl, I too associated the sea with sorrow. I learned of the slave trade that brought my ancestors over the Atlantic. The architectural plans and history books of their bodies lined up below the deck created a lump in my throat. If slaves grew ill or did not comply with the enslaver in some way, they were thrown overboard to their death. My stomach tightened at this knowledge. I still can't look to the Atlantic Ocean without thinking of them. In contrast, the river was a symbol of freedom and peace for my soul. I could feel this meaning in the Negro spirituals I sang as a child. All by grace, these songs have survived and traveled down through the generations. Through years of enslavement and relentless oppression, songs like Deep River became a part of the tradition. Deep River, my home is over Jordan. Oh, don't you want to go to that gospel feast, that promised land where all is peace? The author of this song